our series called the Savage Army series. We are talking today about redefining working out. Now, what do I mean by this? That's exactly what I'm going to explain in today's episode. You can expect to understand exactly what you need to do as we get older. We can no longer focus on spending 3 to 4 hours inside of a gym doing back and by Tuesday, chest and try Thursday, and whatnot. No, you and I, we are most likely over 35 years of age. I'm currently sitting at 42 years. And we have to understand that our mental and physical capacity needs to be fucking at its all-time highest. Look around you in today's society. What do you see? Absolute fucking chaos. World War III is happening every single fucking Monday, it feels like. You and I, we need to be mentally and physically strong. And this is your responsibility. Nobody's going to come and hold your hand whatsoever. This is your responsibility. If you are a dad, you must be your absolute fucking best. You have bloodline waiting for you to be their leader, their protector, and their provider. Oftentimes, dads nowadays are focusing solely on being the provider of their family unit, but being the protector of your family unit is equally as important. So today's series, today's episode is all about redefining why working out is of utmost importance to you. Mr. John Osborne, it's a fucking pleasure to have you here. I hope that you're doing absolutely fantastic in Canada or wherever you are. It's a great pleasure to see you as well. And I have been thinking about you when I was in Lisbon, Portugal. I've been thinking a lot about you because you are making moves towards Portugal, and I cannot be happier for you because it is a fantastic country and Lisbon is a fantastic city. I prefer it over any other city in Europe or in the States that I have visited. So let's talk about today's episode. Today's topic is about redefining why working out is of utmost importance. Both you and I know that back in the days when we were in our late teens, early in 20s, for example, we were able to spend so much more time inside of a gym. Pumping iron, pumping up our bodies, taking a picture, or not really taking a picture because I didn't have any phone back at that time. But nowadays it's all about, like, I feel like fitness is so focused about how we look, but in reality, how we perform is definitely more important in my opinion. So how can we utilize training for this matter? How can we grow both mentally and physically? That is today's topic. How can we utilize training in a way that serves us and allows us to be more of the protector of our family unit than ever before? The Savage method, as you know, features high volume training based upon a few pieces of equipment: a kettlebell, a mace or a sledge, and a Savage sandbag. Why have I chosen these tools, and how can using these tools benefit you? First and foremost, if you would like to train at home, this is exactly the type of tools that you can benefit a lot from. Let's say, for example, you have no tools at home. I highly recommend that you start with a kettlebell, because with a kettlebell, you can work in your body's planes, all of your body's planes, the frontal, the sagittal, and the transverse plane. These are the movements that you are going to be able to build and train and apply real life applicable strength and endurance to and with. The second tool that I would get is a Savage sandbag, because anything that you pick up from the ground, you're going to do so front loaded, meaning that you're going to hold on to it like this in front of your body. Rarely do we put anything onto our back, sit down, pick it up, and stand back up. Now, I get that compound movement and compound barbell movements inside of the gym is absolutely beneficial as well, but majority of people who go to the gym, they don't train that hard. They simply do a few sets and reps to get a little pump and look a certain way. Appearance-based type of training is not what I offer. The Savage method is all about having high volume training be part of every session. Just going through one quick look at the comment section here. Well said, brother. Thank you so much, Mr. PD. I greatly appreciate your presence here. We have Umbro saying, let's go, coolest guy on YouTube. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. We have Mr. 94 Rock Band saying, what's up, my brother? I'm doing absolutely fantastic. We are talking about today's episode, which is all about redefining our workouts and redefining why working out is of utmost importance to us men. You and I, we are providers and protectors of our family unit. If you don't have a family, if you do not have kids, then your own safety and your parents' safety, if you have parents still alive, they are of your utmost importance. Those should be your absolute focus. So the Savage method means that you're working at home using a minimum amount of equipment, and you're training your way and your body and mind in a high volume fashion. This means that for example, I commit to doing a minimum of 300 repetitions every single day. Now, this can look completely different from day to day, and it is looking completely different from day to day. That's why I do not need any form of rest days whatsoever, because I'm not isolating my body into different kind of muscle groups. I do not believe in this whatsoever. I believe that you train your body as one motherfucking unit, one machine. So when you train your body in planes, not in different muscle groups. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So the Savage method, again, a minimum amount of equipment, kettlebell, mace, sandbag. You can utilize these tools at home, right next to your family unit. High volume training, meaning that a minimum of 300 repetitions are what I invest in myself. Sometimes I do 500 repetitions, sometimes I do maybe 600 even, but oftentimes I have what's called a micro workout and a macro workout. The micro workout is basically a maintenance. For example, 300 repetitions. Yesterday for me included 100 pull-ups, 100 dips, and 100 push-ups. Now, I have done this so many times so that I know that when I step into that workout, that I am going to be able to accomplish it. I just need 55 to 60 minutes max, maybe 1 hour and 10 minutes if I'm just fucking around on my phone a little bit. But I know for a fact that I'm going to be able to accomplish those 100 pull-ups, 100 dips, and 100 push-ups. And I'm not going to walk away from that session looking upon myself differently. No, absolutely not. Then we have the macro workout. The macro workout is going to include a lot of moments where I doubt myself, where I doubt if I'm able to be able to accomplish today's repetitions, or if I have to start compromising. Say to myself, hey bro, you have done 100 repetitions already. Maybe you should not push yourself so hard. Be happy with what you have accomplished. And all of these negative self-talks or talks with myself that are not pushing me towards the fucking finishing line. Now, I have done this so many times in the past, so I know that the first time when I'm starting to feel, oh, I don't think that I'm going to be able to accomplish this. Number one, mental obstacle. Fantastic. Now I'm actually on my way to dig a little bit deeper, to perhaps walk away from this session with a completely different outlook on my physical and fucking mental capacity. Then I grow as an individual. I build character. I build further self-awareness, further self-confidence in my own ability to be able to perform mental and physical tasks in different types of environments, in different types of ways. Now, in all reality, this is how majority of soldiers need to be able to operate on. This is exactly how top level MMA guys need to be able to operate. They need to be able to do it all in different environments, in different circumstances, and they must have a huge amount of mental and physical capacity. So that is why the Savage method mimics this opportunity for you and me to utilize working out as a motherfucking key to unlock further fucking greatness and further fucking alignment with the Savage that already exists within us. I am not creating a savage out of you. This motherfucking beast of a man already exists within you. But oftentimes, and from the very beginning on when you and I were starting to work out in our 20s and early 30s, we were working out solely in a way that felt good. We were trying to train to look a certain way. My focus ever since I graduated from the Arctic Ranger Division when I was 19 years of age was to continuously understand what I'm actually capable of performing. So I started to run fucking ultra marathons. I hated running. Okay, so if I hate something, let's fucking do more of that shit. ultra marathon put me in a place where I was so fucking humble. I was in pain. I was so fucking challenged. But mentally and physically, I grew. I now look back and know to myself that, hey, I have run 5 ultra marathons despite being right now at 225 pounds. I know for a fact that I won't be able to do that right now, but I have in the past. I have that within me. So if I wanted to be able to run for a longer period of time and a longer distance, I know that I can. So training right now for me is all about pushing myself to the 300 repetitions as a bare minimum on a daily basis. And every other session, I have a micro and then I have a macro. Those macro are the motherfuckers that are going to challenge the fuck out of me, and I'm going to walk away from that session as a different man. That is how I utilize training. How are you doing today? Where in the world are you currently watching this live event from? Let's start there, because I always love to connect with savages from all over the world. I'm representing Stockholm, Sweden right now. It's a beautiful, I guess, a fall day because summer never arrived to Sweden this year. So it's already chilly, it's already cold. We're looking at 1st of September tomorrow. It's probably going to start like snowing 2 weeks from now. That's how it feels like. Where in the world are you currently watching this live event from? Comment in the comment section for us to realize that you and I are going to represent different parts of the world, that we are united by our desire to align with the motherfucking savage that already exists within us. If you're watching this live event right now, comment it now. If you're watching this live event later, because each and every one of us, we can go through the episodes and find bits and pieces from each episode and put into our lives and become better, more aligned with the savage that already exists within us. We have Mr. Scrappy. He says, cheers from Switzerland. It's great to have you here. Oftentimes people around the world confuse your country with my country and vice versa. When I tell people that I'm from Sweden and they say, oh, okay, you guys have such amazing chocolate. No, we don't. Oh, but the cheese is fantastic. Yes, it is, but not in Sweden. You're talking about Switzerland. It's a completely different fucking part of the world, and I greatly appreciate Switzerland because of how cool it is located in Europe, being surrounded by Italy, France, Austria, Germany. I probably missed 1 or 2 countries, but it's absolutely great of a location. So cheers from Switzerland. We have sent a lot of savage sandbags to Switzerland as of late, Austria and Switzerland actually. We have Cambridge represented by Mr. Ed P. It's great to have you here as well. Later on, when you're watching this live event, just comment in the comment section where you are representing the Savage Army as well. Yesterday's live, we had one Savage from South Africa and one from Kuwait and one from United States and a few people from different parts of Europe. This just goes to show that we are united. This is not about me, guys. This is about us in a global brotherhood called the Savage Army. We have what I believe, I do not understand this language right here, but yes, I'm not going to make any assumptions right here. So we have 13 minutes done into today's episode. We have been talking about redefining working out. This basically means that in the past, when you and I were younger, we were able to spend numerous hours inside of the gym and able to build and train to look a certain way. As we have got older, I am 42 years of age right now. You might be close to my age or older than me, and you have a ton of responsibilities. You may even be a dad and have the responsibilities for a family unit. Congratulations. But this also requires that you become the protector, not only the provider for your family unit, you must also be the protector. I believe that my method, the Savage method, is the best way for you to apply to your life to be able to work out at home right next to your family. You don't have to waste any time commuting to a gym. Investing in a few pieces of equipment that will last longer than you will live, and investing in the structure that I offer, which in the high volume training programs such as the Savage Training Bundle that includes 6 different kinds of training programs, 250 training sessions is included in that package that could be found in the link, thesavagearmy.com, or that is also tagged in this live. So those are the tools that I highly recommend that you invest in, and the structure that you need I have. You just have to invest in yourself. And this weekend we have the Savage Training Bundle set to $145 instead of $197. There's a huge opportunity for you to invest right now and get a lot of fucking instant access to a lot of fucking value. All right, if you guys don't have any questions for me, I'll be happy to close today's episode that we have called, what the fuck did we call it? I forgot. No, redefining working out. That's what we call it. Sorry. This is what happens when we have live events. I'm also fucking hungry. I haven't eaten all day, but I have a steak that is being marinated that I'm going to include into my mouth hole together with some water and plenty of salt. And I haven't had a drink in the past 7 days, which is huge for me. That probably haven't happened in like 2 years. So yeah, 7 days sober feels pretty good. Waking up much more energy, going to bed much better. Thanks, brother. Thanks, Mr. Osborne. It's good to have you here as well. And I hope to connect with each and every one of you in tomorrow's live episode. We're doing this every single day for the next coming 7 days. That is my commitment to you. And if you and I feel like the Savage Army series is something that you and I can sell to Netflix, we'll go ahead and do so. But I will definitely commit to 7 days. And if we want to, we can continue for another 7 as well. I love answering questions live like we are doing right now. And if you have any questions, feel free to dump them in the comment section under this live, or send me an email to info@thesavagearmy.com. Have a beautiful Saturday, guys, and let's talk again tomorrow.